Volume is going off right now. In the next few months, the price of XRP will reach all-time highs. Before we go any further, let's take a look at what we have in store. What makes now such an important time to own XRP and be a part of the community? Guys, I'm going to explain everything in this movie. Enjoy this video first, then I'll talk about the huge amounts of money that are moving through just a few countries. The price of the cryptocurrency XRP skyrocketed in November 2024, rising by more than 400% in just 3 weeks. There seemed to be some relief in the strength that the SEC would soon make a decision about whether or not XRP was a security and should be controlled as such. Because of this, the coin's value has stayed high, making it the center of attention among crypto fans. Now, supporters of the coin list 4 things that could help it. 1. Payment times are much faster than those of its competitors. Each transaction takes an average of 3 to 5 seconds. This makes XRP a better choice for settling funds between countries. 2. There is talk that an XRP ETF is about to start soon, which could make the coin even easier for more people to buy and use. The third thing is the start of a CME XRP futures contract. It's not just the CME guys, right? It's not just the ISDA and futures that give these kinds of products to institutional and retail clients. There are a lot of them. In the end, this is how we get numbers into the billions and trillions of dollars. Now, the futures markets have long been seen as a way to protect against risk. This could make it more appealing to keep an unstable asset like XRP in the long run. Lastly, the number of live addresses that hold coins is growing quickly. This includes whales who are buying more. More than 300,000 addresses now have at least 10,000 coins. All of these things could help prove that the relatively new coin is real in the end. Guys, this is it. We're getting ready to make some big moves. Where do we need to go to reach the highest point ever? Let's look at this way to reach new highs. Right now, we're between 280 and 285, July 2025. The all-time high was between $3.40 and $3.84 in January 2018. This is about 16 to 20% less than the historical high. What XRP needs to do to get to these prices so it can hit or beat its all-time high? XRP would probably need to keep up the good feelings and big changes in the way regulations are enforced. That's correct, Ripple is asking for a banking license and holding RLUSD reserves at BNY Mellon, the world's largest caretaker. The bank holds $53 trillion in assets, and in the United States, 1 out of every $4 is kept there. Ripple and BNY Mellon have also been working together to improve their systems so that financial assets can be turned into tokens. Nobody needs to be smart to know what's going to happen. Strong momentum in the market, which is often driven by Bitcoin and other crypto gains. The EVM sidechain is letting a lot of new developers join the XRP community. They are bringing projects from Ethereum, Solana, BME, and other chains. You need to know that this is what we haven't had in 4.5 years. People stopped making progress on the XRP ledger because they didn't know if the XRP ecosystem would make it through the case. This happened after the SEC sued Ripple. Now that we have, and are shining brightly, people, institutions, developers, and infrastructure are coming in right now to set the stage for the XRP army and environment to have a great run. I also think we're in the right place at the right time. I've given you everything. You need to do well here in terms of information, and we're only going to keep firing on this route. Yes, the deal between the SEC and Ripple should be here in 30 to 60 days. The case will no longer be pursued by both sides. It's now up to the second court of review to send it back to the judge. After that, everything should be fine. Spot approvals for ETFs. We know this is going to come quickly and hard. When the Bitcoin spot ETF was first approved, JP Morgan said that the market cap would change by 25 times for every $1 that went into Bitcoin through these ETFs. Right now, there is less trading on the XRP ledger than there was on Bitcoin. I've done some math here. For every $1 that comes into the XRP community, the value could grow by 200 to 600 times. If we can get $10 billion at a 200x increase, the market value will be $2 trillion. Like that. That's something that could happen here, folks. Without a doubt, Ripple's banking license. I've heard a lot of people say that Ripple will get its banking license today or this week. Guys, that's all BS. This is something I've looked into. It's going to take some time. I mean, I wish I could tell you right now that Ripple already has their banking license, but it takes 6 to 12 to 18 months for these things to happen. I also don't think this will be an unusual case. I looked at the history of getting these licenses accepted, and it never said that it could be done in a few days or a week after applying for the banking license. But if this is allowed, it would give Ripple a FedMaster account. You might be able to hold RLUSD savings. This can't be used for anything else, I'm afraid. They could, of course, go to any meeting with a bank or other financial institution from now on, and they would be sitting across from them as equals in the banking system as a bank.